Yo, yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome to another puzzle. This is a game between Lubojevic and Larson from 1980. It's white to move. What to do? What to do? Hmm. Black seems to maybe be threatening knight d4. So we gotta keep an eye out for that. Somehow e6 jumps out at me as an interesting move. I don't know though. What's Black's idea here? Well, knight takes d4 is the obvious one. Another idea is knight d8 to e6. So let's see, what can we do to foil all these plans? e6 is interesting, like sacrificing a pawn, and if bishop takes, knight e5, but that allows knight takes d4, I think. So e6, bishop takes, and then bishop f4. We're down a pawn, but we have some kind of play against, some kind of pressure against Black's position. I can't figure out how good it is, but we do have some pressure there. On the other hand, if we don't sacrifice a pawn, we still have some pressure. Like white seems sort of to have a better position if we can kind of just make a normal move here and like not allow knight takes d4. Like bishop b5, it does still allow knight to d4. And we also talked about knight d8, but right now the queen could take the c pawn. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Queen to d3 with the idea of bishop c2 is interesting for sure. Huh. I guess that would be like my default move. Just open some things up a little bit. You know, because we go bishop c2, he has to go like maybe g6, and it's a little awkward for him. We gotta think of knight g5 ideas at the right moment too. Or bishop g5 seems weird because he's cramped, right? So like his knight on g8 has nowhere to go. If we start trading things like bishop g5, it suddenly does have a place to go. So I kind of don't want to trade anything. Queen d3, he can play knight to b4. We take his on b4, he takes on a4. I mean, this might be okay for him. I can't really figure it out. Let me look at e6 again. If e6, if pawn takes, we can take on c. No, I just look stupid. I mean, not stupid, but it doesn't seem necessary to give up that pawn. We don't quite get enough for it, in my opinion. So queen d3, knight b4 is kind of... I mean, I guess we win a pawn there, or do we? No, we don't really. We don't win a pawn there. Like, I can demonstrate, because I just want you guys to see. Like take, bishop takes. Like, if takes, rook takes, some kind of move like b3, for example, bishop b5 attacks our queen. If we just do something random, this move, boom, boom, is good for him. So, like, we gotta find some decent move. If bishop b5, I mean, you can still probably do this. And, I don't know, it's not, like, so great for us. We take on c7, but not, like, you know, nothing special. Rook c8. But actually, it traps our queen, rook c8. So, I mean, it's just like, what do we do? Bishop to b3? Then he goes bishop to e6. And then we can go queen to d3. And when he goes g6, like, how weakening is that move? I don't know. I mean, it feels kind of weakening to me, but I don't know if it's anything kind of big deal, really. I don't know what to do. Let's start looking at every illegal move. B3 feels just very awkward. Even rook b8 with the idea of b5. Any rook moves seem all not so helpful. Rook d1 actually stops knight takes d4. But it just seems stupid. I don't know. I don't know what to do. My gut is just like bishop to b3. And then queen to d3. But like that seems like not the right type of answer for a puzzle like this. What's up with knight e3, actually? And then if knight takes d4, knight takes knight, bishop takes a4, b3. It's playable, but nothing super exciting to me. We can take on c7 at the end, though. I kind of like that position. Let me just demonstrate. Knight e3. If knight takes, bishop takes, queen c7. And this position seems, I don't know, somewhat pleasant to me. We have this bishop not developed, his knight's not developed. Our knights are pretty good spots, ready to go to f5 or d5. I mean, I kind of like that position. So I guess, like, in the end, that's what I'll do. Knight to e3. Somehow I doubt it's right. No, it's not right. Damn it, my first instinct was right. Bishop to b3. White must consider the quiet knight to d8 and also sharp lines like knight takes d4. Let me see. Oh, I missed knight takes e5 like a jackass. I just didn't. Oh, I did. I mean, it says this, and then f6 is unclear. Let's see what Houdini thinks. He likes bishop b3, just stopping all of these plans. After bishop e6, we just kind of have some advantage. Just stop all the counterplay. It thinks, you know, why don't I just play safer? And then, since either queen d3 or knight e3, just white has some nice position. And black loses. Black doesn't have the counterplay like they did in the game. With knight takes e5, knight takes d4, knight d8 stuff. Like maneuvering to e6. Oh, brutal. Like knight d8, pawn to c6, knight e6 is like a nice little setup. So we got it wrong, even though we had like the right, sort of the right thought process. But, you know, I think if I had seen knight takes e5, I would have given up the... I just only saw the other moves, like knight takes d4. Let's see. Let me see if my analysis was at least... my evaluation was at least correct there, according to the great Houdini. Yeah, knight takes d4 it kind of likes for us. Although it still likes bishop b3 immediately better. It thinks this move white's just much, much better. After either queen d3 or knight e3, it likes this move though. It's, you know, like I saw this stuff. You know what I'm doing is I'm in these puzzles lately. I'm just giving my opponent counter chances and active play where I don't need to do that. You know, you should keep things more calm. Kind of stop giving them counterplay. It's happened 2 puzzles in a row now. Even though I like saw the play, I gave it to them anyway. So I should probably kind of stop doing that. And it says bishop b3, white is slightly better. Although Houdini thinks much better, but whatever. Slightly is better sounds fair also. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.